when you're on.
We spent quite a lot of time talking about style guides and role mapping, which I guess falls into style guides as well. And that's basically the idea of putting together a living document, which is probably put on on their website for listeners, for presenters to look at, and everybody else inside the radio station to actually work out what exactly is expected of them, and to give people clear guidelines on how to fulfill the format.
Yeah, I think, one of the things, and certainly it's been interesting in relation to style guides and how you can have style guides for different things. You can have style guides for social media, you can have style guides for the overall output of the radio station or news. I think that's been very interesting. But I think that the feedback that we've gotten from the guys on the course has been that they now know that there is a breathing, living document that they should have running all the time, and they kind of get that, and they understand that the importance of a style guide and how that should be active in every radio station. And it's surprising how maybe in some radio stations that hasn't even been thought of yet.
Well, what we're hoping is that the new generation of program directors see the value of that, and unfortunately that people have paid a lot of lip service to this and said, yeah, of course it's very important. And you say, well, what document do you have? And they go, well, I haven't quite got around to putting it together yet. And the need is to put down what you expect from people. You wouldn't, this is effectively, in a programming department, this is a business plan. And anybody who goes into business without a plan probably shouldn't or won't be in business for very long.
Mm-hmm. And
fail to plan to fail.
Within that style guide, that effectively simple things from branding on air all the way through to what they talk about or what they don't talk about, who they're talking to, and listener profiling, I think, and within the role mapping, which is very important, and the role mapping aspect in my mind has been very positive.
Yeah, what we're saying to people is they should be real on air. It's not like they're in a soap opera. They should be real on air, but they don't have to share all of their life with the listener. Number one, if they just talked about themselves, that wouldn't make great radio. There's a limited amount of personality needed, but they do need to share some of their personality. Now, what they share with the listener will differ from one person to another, but they should share some of their personality and what they're up to, particularly in local radio, but in all radio. The stations are driven by locality and personality, and people can't really build loyalty unless that the listener starts to feel some form of empathy with the presenter.
Mm-hmm. And from the program director's point of view, I think it's very important that they have an idea that they pass on to the presenter. That effectively the programmer sets the bar, the presenter lives up to that. And certainly within the role mapping process, it's been very interesting to see where the potential program directors on this course actually are enlightened now in relation to how they set up, and that's very much part and should be part of their plan in the future. Generally,
I think you're seeing people come through now who just know a lot more than say we did when we were that age, probably because the training has been more effective more recently.